All right, give me just a second. Apparently, reactive is down, so I'm trying to get some way for y'all to see us talking. Let's see if this works. Boom. Okay, I don't know why it's not capturing. This is kind of dumb. I'm gonna have to remove it and try again. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Um, all right, got it. At least capturing something. There we go. Let me drag you down. There. Now, is it working? That is the question. I cannot tell. Do, 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 do. I cannot see it. Gonna have to drag this over here. Bang. Do, do. Okay, it is working somewhat. There we go. Hello and welcome. My name is Okami, or Christian, whatever you want to call me. Hail from a decent-sized town in Pennsylvania, from a small town in Oklahoma, and I am a Christian, which affects all my views. I think that's about it. Pat, you ready?
I mean, I guess so. Pat and just Pat's fine. Don't have to call me anything else unless I guess you're so inclined. And but I hail from the Gulf South. I'm a longtime nerd, and I forged a knife this weekend. That's about it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me well?
What?
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then we got another one here today.
Hi, I'm Cobalt. I'm from small town Alabama. Yeah. That's about it for me.
All right.
Maybe we should change this name to Southern Table Talk Otaku.
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, Gigi is live.
I was actually gonna say, y'all ready to celebrate the 21st of September?
Yeah, I thought about just having her put, but I don't know if she's doing the thing she did last year. We'll check in.
I doubt she. I don't see her doing it again.
But no, she's just talking. So
yeah,
she's just a yapping away. So instead, I will just have her September stream going on in the background. I don't have to even put it on loop. What are you talking about?
Right, I forgot it's 8 hours long. She's not chaotic at all. How could you think that?
There we go.
What is it? I mean, wasn't it labeled a karaoke stream?
Mm-hmm.
A karaoke stream where you seem to sing songs
oh,
for 8 hours
she's
straight?
No, she sang like one or two songs before September, and then she sang September, saying, "Oh, so, yeah, it's so for it this." Yeah, it's She said, "Yeah, I forgot it's the 21st of September. Let's sing this one," and then it just kept She kept playing it over and over. What are the
Uh-huh.
lines in?
Totally not planned.
I don't know why when I capture this, there's lines in our names and stuff. Oh well. Well,
That's weird. It's showing Discord.
yeah. Let me see. I kind of want to pop y'all out to where it shows the green outline a little better, but oh well.
Mm-hmm.
But reactive is just down, so we can't even use reactive.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know if they did something wrong, but like their whole website's down.
Get it out. Get it out.
All right. Well, we'll yeah, it's just down no matter what website I go to. Well, let's get into what our first few talks are about here. I want to turn this down just slightly, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, it's not even registering as a background song. So, let me see if I turn it up, will it? It does. Okay.
Remember, everyone? Do you remember 21st night of September?
That's weird. All right. Well, first one I kind of had, but I didn't put in here because I wasn't sure if anybody wanted to be spoiled or not, or if it would be a spoiler. We went and saw the Demon Slayer movie.
Nice.
Are either of y'all into Demon Slayer at all?
I am. I've seen everything up until the movie, so I don't think I'm ready to watch
Okay.
it whenever I have anybody willing to go with me.
Well, yeah. It was good. It's a 3-parter, so it's not like it's all in one. But good movie. That's all I'm gonna say. I figured somebody would be spoiled, so I didn't want to talk a bunch about it unless no one saw it. No one cared. But
I mean, yeah, don't spoil anything about it, but feel free to talk about it.
nah, I can't really do that without spoiling anything.
All right. I mean, it's a movie.
I mean,
if
like,
even if they're doing this in 3 movies, I imagine there's going to be a lot of story condensed into these 3 movies.
yeah, like, well, I mean, they technically only got through like 3 fights, so if that gives you an understanding of what each movie is going to be like. And like, there's one fight that's not even finished yet, or even they like had in the background, but then brought it to the forefront, and then just left it open ended. So it's for the next movie, I'm guessing. But let's go with our second one, which is actually our first, since I didn't put that one in. But thoughts on the government calling up social media this past week?
I'm guessing this is reference to what happened with Reddit and Discord, Steam.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the Steam one's about, because like Steam isn't really.
Well, I told you when I first heard about it, I googled extremism, because that's the whole thing that the summons is for, about extremism on their platform. And so I googled extremist rhetoric on Steam forums, and apparently last year there was an article released by the ADL about extremist anti-Semitism in the Steam forums. So
Yeah, they could
That's
do
what you
that
get.
with anything, though.
that and their relationship with Reddit and Discord and Twitch are probably part of the reason they got called in.
Yeah, I think that's the main
Yeah.
reason, is that it's just the correlating, like, website / gaming thing.
Yeah, those 4
Yeah,
websites
'cause
sound like the
I
most
feel
when
like
it comes to gaming.
Yeah, I feel like Steam at least bans people pretty frequently on the forums for like crazy stuff. But I don't know. I
Crazy
think
stuff.
Reddit kind of had it coming, to be honest,
And Twitch
from some of the stuff I've seen.
Twitch has a few creators that might get them in trouble.
Well, this
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but apparently Destiny wasn't banned, Pat.
Oh shit!
He got banned for
Well, no, I
something
said-
else, and then they
People were saying
banned
he was
him.
gonna get banned
Well,
because of
yeah,
it.
and then they banned him for what he said on Piers Morgan.
Yeah, because that's a bad look.
Yeah, but that was weird. I was like, I thought he was already banned, and then I looked up and they said I guess they unbanned him.
So they could reban him again.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense to like unban people that like I could see unbanning somebody who made like a simple mistake, but unbanning people who like the reason you ban them is like their whole what their whole platform's built on. Then
I've seen
Yes.
montages of some of the Twitch streamers saying some things
yeah,
in the past, not just recently.
I wonder if they're gonna ban Hassan, but I doubt it.
I mean, but his most damning quote is like gut them and let the streets run red with their blood or some shit like that. It's like that's a pretty bad quote. I don't know if the full context is if he was just like referencing something, but it was. I remember it said something about capitalism and gutting them and stuff. It's like that might be a bad look for them if they decide to dig that up at these committee meetings.
Yeah. Well, my thought mostly on it was they're just going. I don't think much is going to change other than saying, "Hey, keep keep anything that is like an actual threat. So like if somebody's saying they'll even threaten people or something, then just give that person a soft ban or whatever." I feel
Holy
like
shit.
it's yeah, I feel like this is a nothing burger almost.
Yeah, I don't feel like I don't see anything changed. If anything, they I don't know how they can actually pin this on any way with the Charlie Kirk situation and a few other people that may have been had things happen to them because of discourse on these apps. But
I mean, they could.
I don't know if there's really a way to prove any of that.
Yeah, I think they could
Yeah.
ban.
They don't really have to.
Yeah,
They're, especially when it comes to Reddit, there are some things. There every day there are things posted on there that are just blatantly illegal under U.S. law.
Well, and I confirmed it too. Like there's two things you definitely free speech and all you're not allowed to do. That is one, threaten someone's life or call for murder, and two, incite violence. That's two big no-nos in the free speech. So if they got people who they can ID and say, hey, we have evidence of you inciting people to violence or calling for the death of people, we can have you arrested and charged federally.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is it's typically done by like the forum or thread moderators, whatever they're called. I'm not that. I don't really understand the exact terminology for it, but it's not like the employees of the company or anything.
yeah. But
I guess
So it's not. Yeah, so they couldn't hold any individual responsible. I guess it would be like a company thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, technically, if they could find a way to actually link what somebody said on there to actual organized violence, then maybe they could have somebody arrested.
maybe. Well,
But
I
speaking of platforms, the Jimmy Kimmel thing.
yeah.
I mean, they've been saying it for years that a company that owns your platform you're speaking on has the right to either remove you from the platform or fire you. So, by all means, I really don't have a dog in this fight anyway. I don't really care for him. or Tucker Carlson, who also got removed from his platform.
I don't know. To me, this is more of a. They might be looking into terrorist groups and removing them.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Antifa is now considered a terrorist group, so they might
Oh,
be
yeah,
really looking into that one.
Yeah, because I don't know if Antifa still does stuff on Twitter or Blue Sky.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the thing I brought with another friend is that they might be starting with these, but they definitely need to look into people on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Facebook because I imagine some shit's going on those platforms too.
yeah. I have no idea on that one. I thought it was, yeah, I thought that it was mainly just looking into what they can and what they can't do with information, whether they can bring up information that was deleted or not, and stuff like that. And maybe he's going to bring social media up later, like specific sites, and say, hey, we talked to these people and we know you can do these things. So, but all right, well, we'll move on to the anime segment. Disappointing slice of life anime, which I know Cobalt is so excited about since he's watched a ton of slice of life.
It's his favorite genre.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Know almost nothing about slice of life anime.
Man, you like
Yeah.
Slice's Life as much as you like Lady Gaga. Come on.
Yep.
Oh God.
Is that a true statement?
That's probably not inaccurate.
There we go. We've got it.
By the way, I searched Slice of Life on Crunchyroll, and Bofuri counts as a slice of life anime. I mean, I guess it's people playing video games, so maybe.
What? Bo Furry?
Yeah, Bofuri. I don't want
I
to get hurt, so I
guess.
maxed out my defense.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Disappointing ones. You want me to start, or you got it?
I suppose because I'm caught on one I consider it's considered a slice of life that I haven't enjoyed because I don't really watch it a ton. I do like it though. It's just it's not my go-to genre.
Yeah. All right. Then I shall go and I shall bring up one that is very controversial for reasons. But Oremo.
Yeah, if that one's slice of life, I probably have to agree with you on that one.
Ramo, disappointing anime. One, I mean, people might be like, oh, I know why it's disappointing. It's because of, he didn't get with the right person or something like that. No, it just, they ended it way too fast. It seemed like the last 3 episodes, they just decided to throw everything into one. And they needed to spread it out a bit more.
That aside, I just can't stand how it ended.
Yeah, it kind of ended open-ended. And
I can't stand
then...
it. He picked his sister. Bro.
He didn't really pick her in the anime. He did in the manga, I think. I haven't read it, so I don't know.
He kind of picked his sister, and then they had some kind of like 3 episodes to finish up the story. But no, he picked his sister.
Well, he picked his sister for the 3-day whatever they did, where he said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you these three days to, live out what we both want, but we can't have." And then they broke it off, and that was the end of the anime. Spoilers, but it's a 10-year-old series.
Yeah,
12
it's not
12
exactly a
from
new
the
thing.
second season. 12 from the second season. So, too bad if you're spoiled. I hated the ending, but that's because I was a childhood friend all the way, and I thought that they should have left it with her, but oh well, they didn't. And then it went kind of harem route at the very end, to where everybody just shows up at his house and he's like, "Oh, I guess this is my life now." But it was a very disappointing, mainly to me, because they stretched out so much in the first season, and then in the second season they like started out the same, where they were stretching it out quite a bit, and then they just threw it all in the last like 5 or 6 episodes, like the whole ending, everything, just everything that went on was just too fast. And it made for a very, like, the rest of the anime was great, and then it just made for a very, like, okay, we've got to end this now. We're not getting another season type thing, and it didn't look good. That's all I'm gonna say. But got one.
I got one, and at this point, actually, probably would be controversial, especially with you. But I don't know if it actually counts as a slice of life.
What's that?
My dear friend Nokotan.
Really?
It's not that I really hated it.
No. I mean, it's a slice.
I mean, it kind of. It's more of a comedy, but it's about people kind of living their life,
living their best life.
I guess it kind of counts, but it just got kind of boring to me because a lot of the comedy was extremely heavy on the Japanese references.
Mhm.
So I was kind of like out of it a lot.
I really enjoyed that one.
It was fun overall, but I felt like it was a little too heavy on the Japanese like a theme team. Like you had to get the references for some of the jokes, a lot of the jokes actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was overall. I'd say if you like that kind of stuff, it's a pretty goofy little show. But I wasn't personally a big fan of it, and that might upset some people.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say this one, but I cannot find anywhere that it says slice of life, so I'm not gonna use it. Which was Shuffle, so we're gonna not go into that.
It's more of a, I guess you could say it's kind of a drama comedy.
Mm-hmm. All right, you got one Cobalt you want to throw out there before I go into another?
Yeah, I had to scroll down really far on Crunchyroll to find one I recognized. But there's something called Real Life. If you've ever seen that one.
What?
I haven't seen Real Life.
What? Wait, did you watch all of it? Because there's a hidden, like, movie / OVA that came out.
I mean, does that complete the story? Because the story was not complete.
Yes.
Okay, because I don't see the movie on Crunchyroll at all.
No, it's a 4-episode original video animation, but I think it is on Crunchyroll now. It wasn't before.
Oh wait, no, this says that I watched the OVA, so I guess the story didn't feel complete to me.
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, like, overall, it's a pretty good story. It's, I don't know. To me, it never felt like it finished, and then it took some really weird directions part of the way through, and I was not expecting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it didn't end how I wanted it to, but it at least had an okay ending. If people want, like, the plot is guy and a girl go back in time, essentially, through a job opportunity is all it says in the real life experiment, where they get to grow up and relive their high school years. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's just a slice of life from there, essentially. But it was decent to me.
Yeah. I mean, it started off decent, and then part of the way through it just started feeling kind of creepy almost. I don't know.
Yeah. I did feel like they were really trying to hurry up and end it, but then they apparently got greenlit for the 4 episodes, so I think they all of a sudden just stopped. And then they tried to finish it out in the 4 episodes and did an okay job. Could have been better. All right. Well, my next one is one I really enjoyed. One I loved so much, but the second season, man. The second season just destroyed this one. And that is Horimiya, The Missing Pieces. The first season was so good. The characters are amazing, the drama, everything. Like, it's, high school romance, but they're actually, instead of just, oh, I love this person, but this other person loves this person, so we're going to have a triangle for 13 episodes. It's like, nope, I love this person loves me, we have a relationship. And then... what?
Go ahead. I would say I haven't seen the second season, but I've read a bit of Horimiya, and then I watched the anime, and they both have a similar problem for me. It's everything, even though again they do have relationship progression, everything feels so wash, rinse, repeat with every story arc that it just feels boring. I got so bored with that show.
You definitely don't want to watch the second season. Second season
is gonna put me to sleep, huh?
Yeah, it's more than that. It's like we got everybody loved it, so they literally made a second season. Like, it wasn't going to get one. They just made one expecting it to, do okay. But then they got so popular with the series that they made a second season. And they basically just said, oh, we're going to fool around and do anything we want. That doesn't really matter. And so it doesn't have any progression. There's no, nothing for it to go towards. So they just kind of leave it as they're high schoolers at the end of high school, looking to the future. And here's their antics. The end.
Well, we could have had a season 2 of Tomo-chan as a girl, but we got this instead.
Yeah, I definitely would have loved Tomo-chan as a girl.
That show is so goated, man.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Horimiya, The Missing Pieces. I say The Missing Pieces because that's the second season, is the disappointment here. Horimiya, the first season, was great, and I loved it. But yeah, the second season, trash. And I wish they would have just left it and not even made one. All right, you got another one, Pat?
I kind of do. I
Kinda.
I can only say I this kind of counts because I got so bored I didn't finish the second episode, and I might try to watch it again, but I don't know, I just lost interest. It's my first girlfriend is a gal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started it, and it's just, I don't know, I got bored with it. It's like, okay, just couldn't hold my interest, and I stopped watching it after 1.5 episodes. I might try to go back and watch it again, but
Definitely should. Definitely should. If you didn't get
It
to
gets
where,
better.
if you didn't get to the part where her best friend kind of steps in, then you hurt yourself there.
I kind of have a thing about me where I go through these ruts where for a few months at a time I'm really invested in watching anime. For a few months at a time, I'm really invested in reading. A few months at a time, I'm really invested in playing video games, and I kind of go between those. Where I'll still do the other ones, but I'm more focused on one particular of those three than I am the others. And I might have been on the beginning of my anime rut whenever I started watching that show, and I just it might have just pushed me into not watching it.
Yeah.
So we might give it another try. Well, there's always a chance.
Yeah, I will say it's not like groundbreaking. I have recommended it
Nah.
before, but it is definitely worth finishing at least.
Or so you say.
Well, I mean, if you like slice of life. If you don't, then why are you watching the show? It's literally just a slice of life and nothing else.
I watch a little bit of everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got several that I can keep going into.
Anything else you got, Cobalt?
Not yet.
You ever watch I've Been Killing Slime for 300 Years? Because technically that's slice of life.
Is that
I have
no?
not seen that one.
I clicked slice of life tag and it's right there. It's near the top too.
Okay, that I don't care what Crunchyroll says is slice of life. That's, I mean, being in another world, killing
It does
slimes.
though have a lot of slice of life. Like once they either start building their household, where it's just a lot of like in-house humor, and then they do still go on adventures. Wait, have you seen season 2 yet?
What that? No,
Yeah, I was about to spoil something. If not,
nope. Haven't seen season 2.
it's nothing. It's not really a crazy plot point. Just something that actually happens in the show.
Okay,
Where,
we'll just wait. Wait, don't.
Okay,
Don't.
I won't say it then.
Yeah, don't say it. I don't like being spoiled.
Also, campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill is also considered slice of life on Crunchyroll.
Okay. I just don't trust the tags.
It's the only thing I got to go by right now. It's whether you decide, but stuff like that and Oremo's on here, but I think stuff like girlfriend and shit aren't considered slice of life.
Yeah.
It's just labeled as comedy.
All right. Well, next one here for me. I'm gonna say this is an honorable mention. Recovery of an MMO junkie needs another season, and that's disappointing. I don't know why they don't give that one another one.
I
But
kind of agree, but at the same time, like
it did not finish well. It did not.
well,
I'm
it's
not
that
letting
it didn't
anyone
finish
say that.
well, but it just ended with them kind of like not really. I don't know if you were to say they got into a relationship, but they kind of she recovered from her rut, and she actually started being more outgoing and fixing up her appearance and stuff. So I guess technically the story concluded since
Nope.
the MMO junkie
Nope.
recovered.
Shut up.
I mean, that's what
No.
that's the whole that's the name of the show. Recovery of MMO. She recovered.
Yeah. All right. Well,
What can you say about
big
it?
one for me that I will never let go, and everyone says is amazing. Everyone claims is one of the best they've ever seen, ever done it. And I absolutely despised it for a whole 21 episodes
21 episodes. That's oddly specific.
out of 22. And one
22
OVA,
episodes.
but the OVA doesn't really count.
Okay, I'm about to say like there's one episode you actually liked of the show.
Oh yeah, and you'll as soon as I say the name, you'll understand why. This is Your Lie in April. Very disappointing series. The
The series that had people bawling their eyes out.
Yep, I can't stand it. But then they saved it right at the end.
Because somebody won by default.
Yes, and the character who didn't deserve it
They
died.
never actually showed them actually hooking up or getting a relationship though.
Who
so
cares? She wins.
They just
The
it
end.
just kind of ended with them like talking, and there was no confirmation whether they actually got together. In fact, I think he was leaving Japan.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, it's happening.
He's gonna fall in love with a blonde European woman, and she's gonna end up alone.
That plays violin. Maybe she'll get cancer and die as well.
I don't think she had cancer, but still. That's
No,
pretty
I
bad.
was saying
Goddamn.
the next one.
Hey, remember, don't be saying that on social media right now. It's temperatures are high.
No. Your Lie in April. Very disappointing. I watched this and everybody kept saying how good it was, and I was kind of going through it partially disappointed because I felt it was kind of boring. And then the ending came, and I was like, "Oh, something actually happened." The end.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's two more under the slice of life tab. Death March to a Parallel World Rhapsody and Gintama are considered slice of life.
Okay, Gintama, I can understand.
Kind of, yes. Kind of. Gintama is kind of hard to pin down on what exactly it is. So I
Mhm.
mean, it covers all the bases. The fuck.
All right. Next one, Pat, if you have any.
I don't really, like I said, I haven't really seen a slice of life I didn't really like often, so I can't really say much on this one.
All right. Cobalt, you got one yet?
No, I'm not really recognizing any of these names.
All right. The next one for me was more disappointing towards the end. It started out strong. Started out as a great series, and then I don't know if they just lost. I don't know what it was that they decided just not to do much with it, and then there was a second season that I don't think helped at all, and they never progressed anything, and that is Haganai, or Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukanai, which is I don't have friends.
One second, somebody's knocking at my door.
Someone's knocking at your door. Somebody's ringing your bell. Do me a favor. Open the door. All right. Even I'm getting tired with Gigi yelling in the background. The stupid 21st September thing, but it was fun while it lasted. Well, let's see. Let's see what else they put on a slice of life that I can disagree with here, but a centaur's life. That doesn't even. Oh my goodness. Waiting for Pat to get back. So have you watched any slice of life really? Cobalt?
I mean, I've watched a few, but I
Never.
didn't really dislike any of the ones that I watched. Like, I don't normally go into that genre, so if I do, it's probably one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, do you think if it is considered slice of life, can it have like a bunch of fantasy elements? To me, that's like throws it out the window because it adds a whole dynamic that I don't think goes into slice of life style.
I mean, it can. Like, it sort of depends on how it's done. Like, if it has a fantasy setting, it can still be a slice of life anime just because of how the story is written and what the focus is.
Agree
But,
to
like,
disagree.
I don't think you can, like, take an adventure anime or, like, action and then try to call it slice of life.
Wait, so would a military anime be considered slice of life? They're literally just in the military, going through the military motions. Maybe they're in a war.
So that kind of depends. I think like the closest thing that I could say to being military based and slice of life would be Violet Evergarden.
Oh yeah, but you don't watch a ton of slice
Yeah,
of life.
that's the only one I know of that involves the military in any way and is slice of life. I think if you had more like combat other than just like the flashbacks and stuff, it would, and like little events that pop up, but it's not like actual military life. I don't think I could consider it to be slice of life anymore.
Where is the one that's... Because there is one that's like a military style slice of life, and I think it's more of a comedy, but still. I'd have to go and searching for that one because it's not going to pop up when I search for anything on Crunchyroll. Oh, what was that? Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just going to say Chuck. It's by 6 Chuck 0. But I don't know if the 6 is actually part of your name or not. But thank you for the follow. Talking about random slice of life anime that we thought were a bit disappointing. Which I gotta say, aren't too many. But they're there. Let's see here. I looked up military anime. And of course, the first one is Saga of Tanya the Evil. But, you've never seen this, most likely, but what would you think about Girls und Panzer being
Okay,
a slice of life?
so I would not consider that slice of life, first off. Second off, I have seen it.
Oh.
in 2020, which in my defense, I watched it with a group of people that actually do appreciate anime a lot more than I do. And one of them was absolutely obsessed with that show and said that I had to watch the entire show before I came up with a opinion on it.
Oh my goodness. They made you...
I thought it was kind of funny. I couldn't really tell you if it's good or not, because when you've been at sea for like 4 or 5 months, everything's entertaining.
Yeah.
Especially in 2020 when your port call is, hey, we pulled into Guam, here's a couple beers and burgers on the pier. Now get back on the ship.
Yeah. I could see that. Like, it's not a bad anime. It is funny at times. But being slice of life's a no for you, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's tank warfare, even as a like comedic version like that, is more of like that's more of a comedy than slice of life, in my personal opinion.
Not saying it isn't a comedy. I'm saying, is it also slice of life?
I couldn't tell you. It's been 5 years since I watched it.
Yep.
I don't think it was. I don't remember there being like that much going on outside of them talking about tanks, but maybe there was.
Yeah. One I've always wanted to watch, but I never got to it, is but I don't think it's slice of life. It's Gunslinger Girl. I'll have to eventually watch that one. But I'm seeing Can Cole or Kantai Collection might be. I could see Strike Witches, but not really. Yeah, there's not many military slice of life. We'll have to find one.
Yeah, it's not really a setting that people would typically do slice of life.
Oh, I definitely think they could do like almost like a high school type, but it's training camp or something like that. That'd be funny.
Yeah, it's just like primarily you're gonna get action, drama, or comedy out of a military setting.
You
And I mean, honestly, that's just because of what it is.
know. All right. Well, since Pat is not coming back, I think we're gonna stop there with that one.
Oh,
Well, I don't know if he's like not coming back, but I'm not. Oh, I guess I should click the start event on that. That would help. But I'm not gonna push it any farther. I think I've talked as much as I could about that one. I mean, Anohana to me is kind of disappointing, but that's me. Uh, Going to the hot take for this week, which if you saw that, the only thing it says is clean your dang toilets, which I don't think many people disagree with. But this is something that's come up from my from like at work and other things. I mean, just being out in public. If you go into a public toilet, it's just, it's bad. But what I don't get is whenever I go into a public toilet or anything, I always clean the rim. Like I might even get some hand soap, whatever, some toilet paper and clean the rim. And at least make it look nice. And then I make sure, everything, if I needed to, poop or something, I make sure it flushes. I make sure there's no like residue if I can. But every time I walk into my work's toilet, which is a public toilet, mind you, at a grocery store, it's like people just don't, they just don't care. They're either like extremely old, I'm guessing, or I don't know, they've got something wrong going on at home. And people need to pay attention. Just look down after you poop. Please, just look down. Clean your stupid seat. I don't even care if there's residue in the toilet. Clean the seat. What?
yeah.
I'm
Oh God.
not going to get much pushback on this one. Maybe
No. So. Oh God. So, if you want military slice of life, my based on where my division was on the ship, we were we owned the most easily accessible bathroom for anyone working towards the rear of the ship, which is hundreds of people. Yeah, that stuff got pretty disgusting, and when you're the new guy, that's your job to clean it. But yeah, it is astonishing to me the amount of stuff that people will do in in a bathroom that they don't personally have to clean.
Yeah.
and just walk away and leave it like that. Yeah, I don't even know, man. There's something wrong with people, and it's apparently pretty universal. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Okay, maybe this isn't I think it is a hot take because there's too many people that let it go on. I mean, it can't be. It's got to be a majority of people that just don't care about public restrooms because it can't happen. Like, to me, it's every day. I hate it. If I need to use the restroom, which if I'm at my work for 8 hours a day, that's a like zero chance at all. But like, I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Now, I will say this isn't the only like point to this. I think it's more of a think about others type thing, which is part of the hot take here that I'm going to add to it, that I always intended to have on there. It's funny to talk about the toilet thing because that's what brought it up mostly. But, like so I work in a grocery store, so this happens more often than not, but it happens everywhere. When you're, at a stadium, baseball game, whatever, it doesn't matter. Why do people have to stand in like the most, like there's two things up against you and there's only one small walk lane. And somebody just has to stand in the middle of it. They can't walk past the, tomato stand and go behind the tomato stand and then stand. They have to be in between the tomato stand and whatever's beside it to make the most excruciating and like, I shouldn't say excruciating. It's not painful to walk through, but it's like, why can't you
just as inconvenient as possible?
Yes. And it's like there's so many other places they could stand, and they're literally either just talking to somebody or they're even looking at something that's on the tomato stand, but they're not in front of the tomato stand, they're beside it. And it's like, what the heck do you not think of anyone but yourself here? Like you've got a line of people just trying to walk through.
No. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everybody's just the main character in their own story. Like, I can stand wherever I want to, do whatever I want to.
But I don't know.
I don't know. It's not as big of a problem down here, I don't feel like. It was definitely an issue whenever I lived in Washington. But
is it a northern thing? Maybe that's it.
I
No,
don't know, maybe.
I don't think so, because I remember people doing that whenever I lived down south too. I remember in Georgia, Texas, and Oklahoma, people still did that. But who knows? Maybe they were all from the north and moved down there.
Yeah, so far you've named multiple states that have been heavily migrated to from other states.
Yeah, but I haven't. I mean, in the past 5 years, I haven't lived in any of those states, so that would have been at least over 5 years ago. Georgia, it would have been 20 years ago. Texas, 19, 18, 17, whatever. Oklahoma.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I haven't had that issue in Alabama for the most part, but I mean, nobody really moves to Alabama outside of Huntsville, and I don't live in Huntsville, so.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those where, like, even if I say, excuse me, I need to get through, they don't move. Why is that? Why is it such a hassle to just move out of the way for people? I don't know. But then I've noticed it. I went to a Penguins game, which is our hockey team up here, more popular than most other things besides NFL up here. And it's even worse because you know how and you've probably been to a stadium where like the seats, you can't walk through someone's, my height, 6'5", their knees are going to stick out.
Yeah.
And yet, somebody needs through. Why can't you just move for a second? I feel like it is kind of a Southern thing to a point. Like, as soon as I see, somebody needs through, like, I don't feel bad that they need through. Like, I don't scoff, like, you could have got your drink 10 minutes ago before I sat down. I just stand up, press my legs against the seat, and try to get as skinny as possible and let the people through. Like, I don't know. I feel like that is... I'm going to say that one's a Southern thing more than a Northern thing. But at the same time, it's like I haven't been to a stadium in the South, so I don't know. Or when I did, I was a kid.
Whenever I went to the Saints Stadium for the Sugar Bowl, people definitely stood up to let you get by. Because as far as packed together football stadiums go, the Superdome back then, I don't know about current day. Who knows if it's changed any or not? I doubt it. Those seats were about as close as they could physically put them to each other without your knees literally being inside of the person in front of you.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is a Northern thing, and this is why I'm noticing it so much. It's just people up here are rude.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have definitely... Anytime there's a chance to inconvenience, like, a group of people, somebody here takes it.
It's just a lot of people just don't pay attention to what's going on around them, like, at all.
But then they don't move. That's my problem. It's like, okay, you didn't pay attention, but then when I say, excuse me, they just go, and then they stand there. I'm like, dude, move. Or woman, most of the time. Move. But, you know.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh no, maybe I'm trying to stretch this out as much as I can, but I think like you're just agreeing, and then like I wanted to get Pat's view on this as a bigger man himself, if he has the same issue, or if he's the one, if it's him that we got to read.
I don't have this issue, but that's because partially because I'm usually carrying large boxes or tool bags or other things, and people look at it and they're like, I don't want to get hit by that, and they move.
Yeah, is that what I should do? Just carry on the ladder everywhere I go?
Yeah, just carry around the ladder with you everywhere you go. People will get out the way.
Yeah, or they'll just let me in. Have you seen those videos before? Like you bring a ladder.
It's like, all right, bring a clipboard or a ladder.
I feel like a clipboard you'll get stopped. I don't think those videos are real. Unless like you're dressed up in like really nice clothing. I doubt that anyone's gonna, just let you in somewhere with a clipboard.
I mean, if you had like khakis and a collared shirt, you could probably get away with it in most places.
I think you'd have to add a name tag.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Depending on where.
Yeah, but a ladder, it doesn't really matter what clothes you wear. I feel like people are like, oh.
Yeah, because then you just look like a contractor.
I can see that.
I mean, a tool bag is enough for me.
Yeah, I can see that too. A tool bag. The only problem is like nowadays that some places have like specific to their company people that fix stuff for them, but who
But, they
checks?
do, but there is equipment out there that is specialized enough that they can't afford to hire somebody to keep on staff to look after it.
Yeah.
That said, looking like you're a specialized contractor, probably not very effective because they probably know the guy that does it. 'Cause he's probably the only guy in the area that does it. Depending on where you live. I mean, in Philly, yeah, there's probably a few guys.
I don't know. We
Down here,
Yep, down there.
yeah, down here, not so much. There's some things where I'm just the only qualified person in the state.
Yeah, that makes sense. But they're like we have a company called Hobart which fixes most of the stuff in the grocery store. At least electronic wise or like our big slicers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like if a person walked in with a Hobart polo, I don't know, they might let him into the safe to check the safe, and so.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't know. Grocery stores are also a little bit weirder.
Yeah.
It's because that's more like that's usually going to be like a national contract or at least a regional contract, not a location one.
Yeah, it's there's only a couple stores, a couple what do you call them? Like Hobart places that even go anywhere in the country. So,
Okay.
and they're over like large areas. But we have one in Pittsburgh, so when we call them, it's like immediately a $1,500 bill.
Yeah.
Which
And I couldn't work my way into a place like that because y'all probably have like rack mounted units for your servers or something at most, which is something that you could just train an IT guy to look after.
I think you definitely could just walk into our grocery store and try to fix something because we would just be like, as long as you're not charging us immediately when you get here, we'd be happy to let you try and fix anything. But
Yeah, but there'd be somebody standing over my shoulder. Nobody lets you into the
Oh,
server
no.
room alone.
oh, the servers, we don't really have that. I mean, the only thing they use would be it would be in the owner's office. So you'd probably just have the owner in there the whole time, but he wouldn't be looking over your shoulder. He has no idea what's going on. He would just be
Yeah.
like, why are you here? And you'd have to tell him. But we don't have a now if you wanted to fix the cash registers and stuff, that's
Oh, that's way out of my league. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about that stuff.
but we literally just have a modem. We don't have full servers here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, we don't need it, so
Oh, there's a few grocery stores that I've been to for emergency calls, and they had server rooms, but I think they were more like nationwide
Yeah.
style places, so their stock is probably taken care of by like a regional manager or something, or a regional.
Oh yeah,
person.
definitely. We could. One person can do our stock at the grocery store if they like did took a whole day. Yeah, they definitely could. It's just. Well, I know I take that back. It could take them a week.
Yeah.
But we essentially have managers over every department, so that means that each manager has the control of the stock. So it's not as bad. Like I have about 150 items, give or take, if I had to actually go through and like look at everything, and that's not bad. So
Sure.
all right. Well, we'll go to recommendations. I'm assuming Pat had some family or something. Commit the hydrate. Okay, thank you, Zythos.
The hydration.
Yep, I just hydrated. Yep, I've been hydrating, but he wants a specific
All
one.
right. I got some Propel.
Oh, disgusting. But I hate flavored
Nah.
water. So
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to drink like actual Powerade or Gatorade or anything like that.
mm-hmm.
So it's either lemonade or Propel or something that's flavored but not overly sugary.
Well, good for you. I'm an overly sugary person, and I am drinking vanilla Coke. The best Coke. All right, well, let's go into recommendations for this week. Maybe Pat can chime in eventually. If not, then that's fine. But he's even deafened, so I doubt it. I doubt he's coming back, at least in time. But my recommendation for this week is an anime called Gossip. Old-timey, historical type anime, but also it's got a bit of slice of slow life elements to it, but not really. It's a mystery type movie. Main character is a guy who is put in charge. I don't know. He's like, I don't know how to explain it. He basically is helping around a house mansion thing. Discovers a girl who's small in appearance, almost doll-like, but then she talks to him and everything. But she's it's a play off of the Sherlock Holmes, and she's supposedly somebody very prominent that does like mystery solving and crime solving. But no one knows who she is and don't like until later. But then it's also like in the end they're caught up in a big war in their country, and so she's trying to escape, he's trying to escape type things. Good anime, worth the watch. How many episodes? It is 24, and it does have a good ending and everything, so worth the watch. I definitely didn't explain it well. You're gonna be disappointed. You'll be like, "This is nothing like what he said," but technically it is. Well, go watch it. It's a great anime.
All right. I'll go with that anime you mentioned earlier. What was it? Something on Panzer.
Girls in
tank
Panzer.
anime?
Girls in Panzer.
Someone will have to let me know if it's good or not, so I can decide whether or not to rewatch it.
I mean, it's decent. It's not like it's a horrible, but if you like comedy, it's a decently okay anime.
All right.
I mean, That's coming from someone who's seen. I don't know what the count is by now. So yeah, it's a good anime for comedy. However, I'm not the demographic, so I will say that it wasn't my particular cup of tea when I watched it. But it was funny. All right, so then we'll get Pat's in the Discord if y'all want to see his recommendation, !Discord, which I just did in the chat. Join there, and you'll see his recommendation when he gives it. So it might not be tonight. It may be another day, but it will be in our recommendations channel in the Discord eventually. So you'll see it there. We're going to end a little early tonight, kind of. An hour and 20 minutes in. But that's because we kind of just sped through everything. Had not much to talk about, not much news other than, well, I say that, not much news in anime-wise or gaming, other than Steam being called up to the government, which we all agree is kind of because the other places were called up, not necessarily because Steam did anything wrong. So we're going to end it there. We'll see y'all later.
All right.
Oh.